Welcome everybody to Ask Susan Your Monday Motivational Moment. We are in chapter 5, part 5 of Playing It Forward, Paying It Forward, and the changes that it creates. And so I'd like to welcome you all. Thank you so much for showing up in more ways than one, because that's what Paying It Forward is all about. It's about aligning with the vibration of who you truly be. Now, we came here, as Emile Zola says, to shout out loud for joy. And so what I'm encouraging people to do, what I have been encouraging all month, is to pick one thing and play it forward or pay it forward. And thank you all of you for who have been dropping in just bits and pieces of your life and how you do pay it forward. For myself, the awareness is and again, I'm looking at my sign up here saying practice random kindness and senseless acts of beauty. This is a practice. Paying it forward is a practice. It doesn't have to be monumental, though it can be. Paying it forward could be just as simply as being generous of heart instead of closing your heart down, stepping out of judgment. So when you're with someone, you're giving them the space to be heard. I mean, how rare is that when we meet someone who has that space that you can actually be heard, listened to? That's paying it forward, not having to put in your opinion, your point of view, your story, not having to prove you're right or wrong, good or bad. That's paying it forward. Because what you're doing is you're showing somebody, by you being you, what the difference is in the way that we can all communicate together. Not having to burn yourself out by saying, okay, I'm going to be doing this, and then feeling, oh, I feel disappointed in myself. That was my challenge, or I was going to do this. Day by day, this, creation is one step at a time. We're always in creation. So what changes as we go into November are you asking for with the way in which you pay it forward, or I love to say, play it forward. So this is really a place for celebration. It's the end of the month, or almost the end of the month. And it's a way for me to actually get to know you and how you're playing and how you're creating. So, Trisha, I'm just going to ask you, do you have any questions, thoughts, comments? I know you do.
Always have comments, Susan.
Yay.
You know me well.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Well, actually, I've been expanding a lot lately, as you know, for sure. You've been following my page as well. I recently got out of my comfort zone and went for something that truly talks to my heart, actually. So I started my own business in tarot, so tarot reading. It's been very successful so far, doing great. So I'm very happy to share that gift with everyone. And it's been so rewarding for me, because it's not only me giving to people, but people giving to me as well. So it's never one-sided. That's the greatest gift I can get and share with people. So that's been a huge awakening moment for me lately. Yeah.
So thank you so much for that. So can I ask you to expand a little bit on, yes, when we gift, we be that vibration that attracts like vibration. So expand a little bit more, and congratulations on your new business and stepping out of your comfort zone. Awesome. Yes, that's a change, right?
It is.
And that's also tapping into what brings you joy. Would that be correct?
Absolutely. And my zone of genius, it's tapping into what I truly enjoy in life and what I truly am able to share from the heart with everyone else. It's not something I think about. It's something I embody, actually. So that's the whole point of it, right? It's not just being someone, it's being the change for everyone else as well. So as soon as you tap into your own power, your own zone of genius, you become this radiant light that attracts everyone that actually fits the same vibration. So yes.
Yeah, I love that, which is a gift.
It is.
It's a gift to yourself. Would you
It
say
is.
that? As it aligns with other people's vibrations who are looking to gift and receive that gift.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So so thank you so much for sharing this. There's so many people who are saying, I'm stuck. You know, I don't know where to go or what to do or how to create. And you've just given a wonderful example of tapping in, not out. Right?
Exactly.
Tapping in to what brings you joy. And that's, you know, I know you have a family, and that, you know, can you talk about how you finding your joy is paying it forward in the family that you live with?
Of course. You know, the moment I understood that my zone of genius is related to what I enjoy doing in life, I gave myself the right to continue doing what I like. And I also, it brought me the awareness, actually, that every time I chose something I did not like, I was playing against myself. I was playing small, and I was not owning my own joy, my own powers. So the minute I kind of clicked that the the moment I said no to things I did not want and said yes to things I wanted, the things I wanted expanded. Everything you put your attention to expands. That's exactly it. And by owning my own joy, my own power, and my own zone of genius, I also gave my daughter the power to do so. I gave her the example. I showed her the way. So now she's doing much better. She's a lot more joyful. She just made herself a new boyfriend lately. She's expanding as well. The minute I gave myself the right to expand, it radiated around me, so that people who lives with me actually finds their own joy, their own truth inside themselves.
I love that. Thank you so much. So what I'm hearing is that by tapping into the joy and what brings you joy, you're actually paying it forward by showing people, yes, this is possible. Not just, you know, one of the things that I see that, especially in this media world we're in, is people are telling people, like, do what I do and you'll be this, or act like this. What you're saying, what I hear you saying is, by tapping into what brings you joy, it automatically pays it forward and creates the ripple of change that you're asking to see in the world. Would you say that was correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. It's very nice that you say. I find it very interesting. It's not that I ask people to do the same thing I do, because that's not the point. Mm-hmm. I am me, you are you. It's in me owning my own powers. I'm giving the inspiration for everyone else to own their own powers, which is what we really need. We don't need 3 of Patricia's. We need 1 of Patricia's, 1 of Susan, 1 of Sarah. We need 1 of each. Yeah. And each one of us completes the puzzle. If one piece is missing, the puzzle is incomplete, and that's not working. We don't see the whole picture.
Yeah. Well, you know, I love this. It reminds me of a story I just recently heard with, you know, I just came back from Nepal, and one of the people who organized the trip with the Zeke O'Connor School and Sir Edmund Hillary Foundation, her son applied for a contest about paying it forward. And he wrote the most amazing thing, which introduced him to the Sir Edmund Hillary Foundation, which introduced her to the Zeke O'Connor schools. And when they met Zeke O'Connor, the boy, at that point, he was a boy, said, "Oh, I want to be just like you." And Zeke O'Connor says, "No, I don't want you to be just like me. I want you to be just like you." And I mean, talk about paying it forward by being the space of total loving allowance for whoever, whatever, however each of us turns out. Right?
Exactly.
It's about being present and being in total loving allowance of what that creates. Mm-hmm. Without rejection, without expectation. It's just being you. So cool. Thank you so much. Do you have any questions for me?
No, actually, I don't. I was kind of in a rush today. You know, I was hoping I would have at least 20 minutes to get on the call, which is all I have today. I have to run afterwards to a visit. I'm visiting a space for rent with one of my friends. She needed my advice since I'm also a designer. So I quit my job. I started my own business. I now have my interior design practice with tarot, expanding, putting stones and crystals into my design practice to balance energies and everything. So it's been amazing. It's been a great journey so far. A little bit thanks to you. You guided me through. Yeah, you guided me through for sure. For sure, you helped me find more of me, and it's been such a blessing. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much, and I totally appreciate you in your shift, in your change, in your choosing to be more congruent, right?
Yeah,
Which is what this is all about. Awesome, awesome.
it is.
Thank you so much. I don't see any questions. I'm looking at our Facebook group. Thank you for all of you that are on right now. I just want to tap into who is on the Facebook group. I'm just looking now. Let me just, these are all new technical things. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Aradhana. Thank you so much for joining us. Yay. Aradhana says, could you say more around pay or play it forward? Could you ask me a question more about that, Aradhana? I'm so happy to. I'll give you my perspective, and then you can tell me if it matches the information that you're looking for. When I say pay it forward, it's something that people have heard before. I think it started with a movie that I saw years ago in which a little child encouraged the teacher who encouraged the kids to pay it forward. In other words, you get something, you take that, and you multiply it by paying it forward. A great example, an easy example of that would be last year I got a sum of money from the government, and I went out before Christmas with $1,000 of $100 bills, and I just gave it to people. And one person was just opening up her store, and she was the cleaning person for the store, and she just looked at me and she just said, "How did you know?" So we don't have to know, but if we step into our knowing, I was wondering to myself, okay, do I require this money right now? I got it, yes, no. Okay, what's the value of receiving this? Oh, I could pay it forward. And then I walked up to a mom and son, and she was like, no, give it to somebody who needs it. Give it to somebody who needs it. And I said, no, you give it to somebody who needs it. Like you can be part of this. This is not me gifting you the money. It's what would you like to do with that? And this boy was really, I bumped into them a little bit later, and she said, we've had these amazing discussions based on this generous act. And for me, it wasn't a generous act as much as, oh, I just received this. I didn't ask for it. It just came in. What would create the greatest amount of possibilities? And so to me, I was playing with money. Money is a catalyst, money follows joy. We know that. And it's a catalyst for shift and change. So I was playing with this gift while paying it forward. So I kind of intersperse play and pay together. To me, it's about being joyous with whatever this creates and being in the question. Let me just check back and see, Aradhana, what that created for you, if that's clear. So I'm going back and forth in, this is interesting. I have lots opened up here. So I don't see a response yet. When you have needs and one wants to forward and how to forward them. Aradhana, could you come on the Zoom? I would love that. Because I got clarity, yes, says Aradhana. When you have your needs and one wants to forward and how to forward them. I need a little bit more clarity there. When you have your needs and one wants to forward, how to forward them. I need something a bit more specific. And yeah, sure. Okay, cool. Come on down. Yay. Because it's, we often have a question that's general, but if we dig a little bit deeper underneath there's more, right? And so that's that for me, but being in the question, it's, I'll always ask, and Tricia knows this, I'll always ask, and what's underneath that, right? And what's underneath that? And what's the benefit of that? We've been talking about that in the Congruent Living Academy with change and paying it forward. What's the benefit of paying it forward? There's a benefit to everything. There's a benefit to buying into negative points of views. It keeps you right about everybody being wrong. If that's a benefit to you, no point of view. There's a benefit to letting go of your stories. It's all about being present. Can I have the Zoom ID? Yes, you can. Hold on a second. Let me just give it to you now. on the Facebook group. I'm just looking now. Let me just, oh, these are all new technical things. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Aradhana. Thank you. Okay, I just messed up on that one. I'm going to put it in the comments, Aradhana. I'm just putting it in the comments right above your thing. There you go. Okay. Thank you to everybody for your patience with all of this. It's kind of fun. Yeah, big hearts. I love that. It's kind of fun.
I have to go. I wish you a great day, hoping everything unfolds magically for you.
Oh, thank you. And same to you. And thank you so much for coming and sharing I'm so celebrating with you. Thank you so much. Awesome.
Thank you, Susan. Have a great day. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye. Well, let's see. We're waiting for Aradhana to show up. Let's see what happens. Aradhana is coming in from India, so I'm very, very grateful for that. Okay. Maybe, yeah, Aradhana, you just go to the Zoom link I have right above you. And password is Ask Susan, and then pop right in. I'll wait a few more minutes. It could be it's just not a possibility today, which is cool because this is our very first Ask Susan. So I'm very excited about it, about people responding. So I want to get to know you, right? This is a community. This is one of the things that I became aware of. I took a really long aerial view of how I'm creating, what I'm creating. And one of the things that I miss is this interaction with people, this real life and real time interaction. That's what I love. It's my jam. There's no number. Okay, sorry, Aradhana. I don't have a number for you. Gee, that's too bad. Okay, well, we'll figure that one out for next time. Sorry. If you could, no worries. We'll explore next time. We'll be in the question of what's underneath. Cool, cool, cool. Awesome. Yep. That's great. It's really what's underneath. We often have a question or reaction. And if we're willing to ask ourselves, like, I'll give you a perfect example. Yesterday, I received some information about a relative who now requires long-term care. And she's been having long-term care in her home. And up until now, that's been working, and now it isn't. And I just had to kind of say, okay, what's required? First, I had an emotion. So I asked myself about that emotion, and I asked, okay, what's underneath this emotion? And then what's required? And I wrote about it in my fan page, Facebook. I then went to sleep asking my guides for direction. And what I got was, be bold, be you. Like, I know what to do. It's easy for me. I know exactly where to go with this. But everywhere we buy something is true and real, I have too much on my plate, or I don't know who to reach out to, or whatever that is for you, for me, for any of us. Ask yourself, when you see yourself in reaction, not action. Remember, the universe rewards action. When you see yourself in reaction, ask yourself, okay, wait a minute, be in the question. That's what congruent living is all about. And ask yourself, what's underneath this? Like, who am I being? What's underneath this? And what could create the greatest amount of possibilities? That's what I went to sleep with. You don't have to have the answer, but you do have guides that are here with you, that are working with you. You might not see them, detect them, they're here. And just say, as you go to sleep, put your guides out to work and ask them to gift you the greatest amount of possibilities with this question, what you intend to be doing when you wake up in the morning. It's amazing how that information will come to you. That's my paying it forward with you for today. So I will love you and leave you. Thank you so much for everyone who joined and everyone who tried to join. I appreciate you, Aradhana. Thank you so much. Yay. Cool, cool, cool. Aradhana says, I love the tool. Yay. So good. Such great memories of my times facilitating with you, hosting me in India. With my other hosts as well. So many great memories. Thank you so much for your kindness when I was there. And that was paying it forward, because now we're like, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years from when I last was with you. And I still have that yummy memory of your kindness and your caring, and you and my other hosts as well. And that was paying it forward. So something that stayed with me that I will pass on to others, of being inclusive when we meet new people, inviting them into our space so they feel nurtured and cared for. So I want to thank you, Aradhna, for that. Okay, until we meet again, if you like this, let me know, share it. We're going to be having Ask Susans at the end of every month. I couldn't wait till October 30th, so I had to come in now and do it. And our theme, our incoming theme is celebrating change. It's about change, being the change that you're asking for. So if you have questions, pop them in. Again, next Monday, you'll be having my point of view about part 1 of being the change that you're asking for. And again, at the end of the month, we will be having our Ask Susan live, just like this. All right. I have a hard time saying goodbye. Be bold, live boldly, love greatly, and be that fearless leader you came here to be, because the world needs more of you in celebrating a life you love. That's a way to pay it forward. Bye-bye.